What's up YouTube, ODST General back again with EmergeNYC for the first time in what feels like a pretty good while. I actually don't know what my last video for EmergeNYC was. So if you guys are newer to my channel or just haven't watched a lot of my EmergeNYC content, you may not know I've been covering EmergeNYC since before the game was a game. You know, as an early supporter of the game, and, you know, I've basically been playing it since it was boxes. Unfortunately, you know, I kind of became unhappy with the way development went. Performance was a big factor in that. Bugs, of course, too, being a major issue now. At least one of those things has been addressed in a pretty major way, which was performance. There is still a lot of room, I think, to improve performance potentially, but RAF has made great strides in improving the performance of the game. And so you guys can see here we're on Brooklyn. I'm running Shadowplay and Audacity right now for recording just to try and squeeze a little bit more out of performance. To be honest, it's really not a whole lot more than OBS in the case of this game, it seems like. But you can see, I mean, just at least flying around the city right now, we're staying pretty close to 60 frames a second. Sometimes going up as high as 80, you know, even 90 frames. There is, you know, Manhattan and, you know, oh my god, I forgot the name of the other place. I don't know why I can't remember all of a sudden, but like Manhattan, I've seen like up to 200 frames per second on the high end in certain areas of the city. Brooklyn seems to be probably because it's a little bit more densely packed and there's a little bit more stuff going on here. It seems to be a little bit more performance hog. Montgomery County, that's the name of the other place. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to spawn in some apparatus here, I guess. We've got a call here for a water leak. Do we want to do a water leak? No, we don't want to do a water leak. Let's go ahead. Let's hit next. Let's do something a little bit more interesting. Manhole fire. It's a little bit more interesting, at least. Maybe not the most exciting thing. What are our responding units? I didn't look. 222 is our first engine on scene. I don't know if we'll need a truck company for this. I'm guessing probably not. Yep, there's the manhole. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, performance has been pretty vastly improved. There's been some UI alterations, but to be honest, I'm still generally unhappy with the UI. I am thrilled to see the improvements to performance. Getting closer. I'm trying to get further away so I can talk, because that is so loud in my ear. You know, I'm quite happy with the... I didn't realize he was going to be coming that way, otherwise I would have just parked him over here, but whatever. I kind of lost my train of thought there with all that super loud engine horn honking and stuff. But, you know, the UI is really the next biggest thing that I kind of have a gripe with. Let's go ahead and actually move this up, just because there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of clutter in EmergeNYC's UI. There's a lot of things going on that I think some of it's at least unnecessary. And then part of the issue, one of my biggest gripes, is the alt. The cursor, when you push alt, it's really easy to like lose this thing on screen and then accidentally go over to my second screen, tab out of the game. I actually did it already in this recording, so... I'm hoping something like that gets changed. I mean, there's room for a lot of other minor tweaks and changes as far as the UI goes, which it looks like that has been a little bit of the priority. Personally, I'm looking myself, or hoping I should say, that they would get rid of the cursor, the way the cursor is currently implemented, and change that, and then maybe condense the radial menu, or make some sub-menus so that there's not quite so much stuff going on in the radial menu. It's not terrible, but it could be better. Alright, so we've got a supply line going. Honestly, we might be able to just get away with pulling this off the front here and running a quick attack line. Let's see here. I can't remember if, like, we need to shut off gas with these. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm pretty sure there was, like, a way to shut the gas off with the sewer lines or something like that. I can't recall for certain, though. You know, a lot of smoke. It looks like we might have doused the flames here. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Yeah, I don't see anything. It doesn't say anything about any smell of gas or anything like that. So I think that's okay. Let's go ahead. I guess, yeah. We can just pack it up and head out here. Let's go ahead and put this back. Let's go back into third person. Yeah, I don't see any sort of prompts or anything to clear that. I swear there was something else in the game that we had to do with that. Yeah, nothing on thermals there. So yeah, it looks like that's all good to go. We need the hydrant wrench again, so we can turn this off and then return. Oh, took a second for it to turn off, threw me for a loop there. Then return this back. Now what we'll just do is we're going to do this. Just tell him return to home. It's going to continue to smoke for a little bit, but I do believe we're all good to go there, so we can just go ahead and clear that call. If we got a big fire, though, that would be kind of cool, too, or at least a decent-sized fire. Ideally, I want to show off something that's going to impact the performance a little bit more. You can see we're kind of down, well, we were down for like a second there to like 30 frames when it spawned the call, and we're back up. So, I mean, we've got an apparatus out, and we've got stuff going on here. Got a trapped victim up there. I don't know if this is a fire or not, but let's go ahead. So we got engine 234, ladder 123. Let's go ahead and spawn those guys in. We're going to keep 222. He's not technically being dispatched out to this call, so we're going to just leave him be for a moment. And then, what did I say, 123?
234. Responders, Central, we got you.
Okay, so we got 123 and 234 are coming. There is smoke showing from the backside of the building. Oh yeah, there's a working fire. There's at least one victim, so we'll need to probably conduct a primary search to ensure there's no one else in the structure. It is a pretty big building, so this could get pretty freaking crazy, it looks like. What are our other apparatus that are supposed to be getting dispatched out here? 227, 222 is actually due in as a third due in. Okay, let's go to 123. Actually, shoot, let's go to 222. I clicked pack up. We want rapid deploy. Which one's rapid deploy again? Or is this the same thing? Oh, I clicked 222, didn't I? Need to click 234. There we go. Let's get them set up. Let's get 123 going here too. So this is one advantage. We finally got kind of AI. We don't really have AI firefighters per se, but we do have AI to kind of help us get set up. So, you know, when I'm here alone like I am right now, definitely makes things a lot easier. We can hear 222 roaring down the road. Let's go a little bit higher up. Meanwhile, while I'm farting around with this, that fire is no doubt spreading through the rest of the building. Looks from here to be a lot more smoke. Definitely would be a lot easier with, like, multiplayer. There's no doubt about that. Alright, that worked fine. That's what I should have just done in the first place. Let's go ahead. Let's carry them. It would be kind of, oh my god, neat if you could actually deploy the fire escapes or something. Kind of a bit of bugginess going on here. There we go. Yeah, going up and down stairs in this kind of a nightmare. But even just trying to get onto the fire escape while I'm holding the victim, I had to like hop up. It wasn't traversing it very well. But we've got the victim. Let's go ahead and get them clear of the apparatus and stuff. They're not harmed, so we're just going to go ahead and drop them. Oh. Now, we need to go ahead and conduct a search of the building, so let's go ahead. I can't remember super well where all the tools I want are, so we need to find a set of irons here and get into the building to conduct a search. Oh, there's that and that. Okay. I need to actually find the door to this place. So it looks like the main door is open. Signs of fire here on this door. Go ahead and kick open this door here. Check, make sure no one's in here. Fire is spreading quickly over to these adjacent apartments on this side here. The A side of the building. Yeah, this is, oh man, this is such a big building search. We really need to hurry up quickly. Let's go ahead and mask up. You need to check these parts of the building where this fire is spreading to already. Can I pick this up? Oh, that would be super cool to be able to pick up a fire extinguisher. It's actually quicker just to kick the door open. I don't know that we're going to find anybody else. I'm guessing we've got the only victim that was in the building, but we do need to make sure of that. This one doesn't even actually look too lived in, but you never know. Somebody might be working in here, or they might have just moved in, might be taking a nap or something for the afternoon. Oh, that's going to be an issue. Okay. Alright, let's go up to the second floor. Fire appears to be already active up here. A lot of debris and stuff in here. This would actually be a super crazy fire to do. This would be a great group fire. Lots of kind of like tight, narrow spaces. A lot of debris and stuff on the ground that you're gonna have to like potentially get around. Okay, let's go ahead and should be just checking too to see if these doors are open. Let's go ahead and force this. Past the fire there. It's pretty close, but squeezed by a little bit. Pretty dangerous apartment to be in right now. This one looks like it's potentially going to be in really bad shape. Just from the door here. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get past that. Let's go ahead and close that one up and let's head up Again, the fire seemed to be starting somewhere up on the third or fourth floor, maybe. I can't remember how many floors there was on this building, but I'm guessing it's going to be worse the further up we get. Let's go ahead and pry this. Alright, some of the glass is breaking out. Again, not something we can really get into. Let's go ahead and just kick this one open, because that's a smart idea. Yeah, but whatever. Anyways, we'll see here. Ooh. Yeah, this is rough shape. But looks like looks so far like we've gotten the only victim. Thankfully, everybody else seems to have evacuated with the initial fire. You know, the one guy got stuck up on the escape, but everybody else managed to get out of the structure safely on their own. I just see the cursor. I don't see any water drop icons. I really don't know. I haven't actually done the deck gun with the AI before at all. So maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Left clicking this and that says right click when the water drop icon appears, but there is no water drop icon. It's just my mouse cursor. I don't know if that only works on like an exterior fire or something goofy. That's fine. Let's just go ahead. Let's do this. We're going to go in here. And get F1. What we're going to do is we're actually going to get up on the deck on ourselves here. Well, that's not right. We don't want to be underneath the ground. There we go. Well, let's move up to the second floor. Yeah, it's definitely the calls like this in here that make me really wish the air supply lasted a little bit longer than what it does. And I get it, there's a gameplay element to it, but it's rough sometimes. We just got back in here and really started like a minute ago, and now we're almost back to the point where we've got to leave again to get another air supply. I mean, part of that was because we were running around outside with it on before we should have had it on, but it's because when I swapped it out, put it back on automatically, so I was just like, I'll just keep it on, and then the host thing happened. Interestingly, our health doesn't seem to actually be dropping. I can't remember if we'll die with it not off or not. As we're going to keep just going like this and see what happens, because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure the character starts choking. Yeah, he starts losing health. There we go. He's losing health now. Interesting. I seem to have found a spot where it doesn't consider there to be any smoke. Yeah, no, oh man, there's just so much fire here. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to keep up with this by ourselves. So I was pretty skeptical of that when I saw how big this building was initially, but I figured we'd give it a shot. At the worst case scenario, even if we can't get the fire out and save the building, we did save the person. So definitely a fire of this size would not be something that one firefighter would be trying to tackle. Yeah, I mean we're losing health slowly here. We're gonna have to be pretty careful, but I think we're just gonna stay in here like this. I mean, obviously in real life you wouldn't want to do that, but since it's a video game and everything, I think we can kind of get away with this here. It looks like. So I have to keep an eye on our health bar and make sure that once it gets too low that we are actually getting out of the building to go and heal up and get more air and everything. This does not seem to be going out. I can't tell if there's a wall on the other side of that or if that's something I can get around to put out from the other side. It's not going out. Smoke's pretty bad over here in this part of the building. Fire came in behind us, it looks like. Thankfully we were able to get that extinguished pretty quickly. Taking fire damage there, it sounds like on that. Yeah, I will say this is something just... this game does really well. Again, the UI is so overwhelming, it really takes away from it, but man, just crawling down these hallways, you know, you're on your knees and stuff, and there's smoke and all these glowing embers and everything. It just looks so cool. I do wish that, yeah, they would get rid of a lot of these pop-ups if there was either options for it to make it a little bit easier or something that you could toggle this stuff off or just make it a little bit easier to get rid of these and you didn't have your mouse popping up and stuff all the time. But, you know, I get it. Again, there's a lot of information that needs to be conveyed to the player. I just feel like there's probably better ways of doing it or smoother ways of doing it. So hopefully that's something that... Raph and the team over there with EmergeNYC will change, you know, maybe down the line here. Like I said, I know they've already done a little bit of UI work with the current build and stuff, and we've seen some changes with it. They added the hotkeys for the tools, which is it's nice. You know, it's kind of redundant with the tools being accessible through the radial menu, which itself can be kind of buggy, as you guys saw with the nozzle and everything. But you know, I don't know. You know, I could see it being handy again if it was like a toggle or something, or they had like an immersive mode. That would be really cool, because that'd be something I would probably be into, I think. Which is funny, because you guys watch me probably play a lot of games that I could be like way more hardcore in, and I usually don't do that. But with something like this, I feel like, you know, firefighting games are something you don't necessarily need a lot of UI. I mean, there can, you know, it's potentially useful to have all the information and stuff, but you don't necessarily need it to make the game. We're about, looks like about halfway down on health, maybe a little bit above that point, but getting down there for sure, so still keeping an eye on it. Break out the glass there. Oh. Yeah, I quit looking for a minute, and then character went down. So this is the point where we'd start getting our pass device going off here in a few moments, and somebody would hopefully come pick us up. But obviously we're playing by ourselves. So let's go ahead and let's go into third person and... it's going to be a little bit problematic. Let's do this. So yeah, I mean, the building's really going up here. Looks like a lot of the apartments and stuff we extinguished downstairs are engulfed in flames and stuff. I mean, there's some places that aren't on fire, but that maybe we were in, it looks like. But definitely, I think this is a losing battle for us, unfortunately. If it was, you know, if we were able to get these deck guns to actually extinguish the fires and do what I was hoping they would do, we'd be probably in really good condition, or a much better condition at least. Because it's supposed to just go from, like, fire to fire, basically. It's supposed to get a water drop icon. I mean, it's got a supply line attached and everything, right? They hooked up. Oh, I guess it... I don't know if it's actually hooked up to the supply line or if it's got a water supply. Maybe that's the issue. It does look like they actually quit... That one, 222 didn't actually deploy properly, so it actually quit spraying, too, which probably doesn't help. Yeah, I don't know about this water drop icon. I swear these deck guns were actually functioning. Maybe I'm just getting this confused with Into the Flames or something, because I know they've got their AI firefighters, but I thought that was a little bit more automated. I swear I saw a video Raph put out where these were working. So I don't know if it's something I'm doing. I'm pretty sure you just left-click this, and then if you were to get the water drop icon, but like I said, I've got my cursor on screen, but I don't actually... see any water drop icons appearing, and I don't know if I just am not placing it correctly. Do I need to be like inside the fire? If I'm inside the building or something, maybe? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working, so I don't know. It could have been something that was disabled too at some point, But I think we're going to go ahead and we're probably going to call this a video here, guys. I appreciate you all watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Let me know what your thoughts are on EmergeNYC's current state, and take it easy.